topic is how to escape the cubicle world and build a business that you love.
Interesting. Okay, we all want to know that.
Yes, to leave your corporate job for something that you actually like to do.
Yes.
So today's guest, he is the author of The Cautious Entrepreneur, and he is also the founder of Negosyo University. As a corporate employee for 8 years, he got sick and tired of his job and started his own business. Yes. He now owns 2 multi-million peso publishing and consulting companies.
Yes, and today over 150,000 aspiring lifestyle entrepreneurs regularly reads his online newsletter.
Wow, a lot of
and
viewers.
He has personally coached over 1,300 entrepreneurs in the Philippines and abroad. Ladies and gentlemen, our viewers, let's welcome Mr. John Orana of Negosyo University. Hi,
John. How are you?
We're so excited to have you.
Good morning. Yeah,
Yes.
good morning to all listeners. Wow,
Yes.
it's my first time actually to do a
Facebook Live?
Facebook Live, a
Really?
studio format. So
Yes,
hi.
well,
and we have
we're
fun,
very
so-
innovative here at EBC. So
Yeah.
Yes, and we've been looking forward talaga to have you here. A friend of mine, Aimlin Marcos, actually told me about you. Sabi ko, I searched Negosyo University. Okay, I'm gonna invite him over.
Yeah,
Yes.
and good thing I'm actually available for this
Yay.
week. So
Yes.
just in time. Yeah.
Correct.
Again, good morning to everyone, and I can see that we have viewers
Yes,
from
marami
different
na.
parts of the world.
Yes,
Oo.
followers, marami nang nanonood live. Yes, and we go to our topic.
yes,
no?
so
sure.
we said how to escape the cubicle world and build a business
Yes.
that you love.
This is your forte.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oo. So, okay, we first go to the struggles of being an employee, no? Siguro kaya that's why you came up with this topic, or you came up with this discussion.
That's right. I
Yeah.
started kasi I'm a full-time employee for more than 8 years, so I know what's going on, especially here in Metro Manila. The
Yeah.
challenges of many employees to all the traffic and all the limitations that employment can offer. So after a year or 2 years of working here in Ortigas, I realized all the limitations that employment can offer me. So
yes.
it's not really enticing for me, exciting as well. So that's how I started my own business. But the challenge is, like, for many employees, they don't know how
Yeah.
to start a business.
Yeah, we don't have the expertise.
Yes, correct.
You think maybe that's a dream of starting your business,
Yeah.
but I don't have if you don't have the background, maybe you think you don't have the education.
Correct. So, paano, I mean, after 8 years, paano or kailan ka totally nag-decide na, okay, I want something else?
Well, from the very beginning, I knew that quitting my full-time job is not a smart thing to do.
Okay, it's
So-
not a smart thing to do.
Okay.
Yeah, so I didn't quit until something's working already. So of course the challenge is you have a full-time job, so you have to do it before and after work, right? But the
Yes.
great thing with our generation right now, which is something that the past generation don't have, is the internet, right? Their ability to create
Yeah.
business and even market or sell your online, or not necessarily online business, but any business online. It's so cheap right now.
Okay,
Yes.
so digital business yun.
Yeah, it could be a digital business or even traditional business. Just use maybe Facebook, for example, to promote or market your business.
So John, after, okay, 8 years kang empleyado.
That's right.
And after 8 years, doon ka nag-put up ng business, right? But you did not quit yet.
Yeah, I
Yung sa day
tried
job.
different businesses, mostly traditional.
Anong oras pala yung day job mo nun?
Typical, 8 to 5.
8 to 5.
So I have one, there was one time I launched a restaurant. So I have to wake up as early 5 in the morning, go to the market,
Oh.
buy yung mga goods for my
Ikaw
restaurant.
mismo?
Ako mismo.
Okay.
There
Pero
was
may
like-
staff ka naman nun.
In the beginning, wala. Someone who watches the store. Pero like, we buy stuff. Talagang naglilinis ako ng isda and nagkikilo ng
That is
karne.
before,
That
bago
was
ka
before.
pumasok.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
Pero
I go-
and then ikaw din ang tagaluto?
na iba na. Because I have a full-time job.
Prepare lang siya.
Yeah.
Yes, okay.
And then after work, go back to the restaurant, see how things, is going. So, yung mga ganung bagay that you have to find a way to really to make it work. You really have to find a way to make it work. So before I have a retail business, all of them failed.
Sabay-sabay ba yun?
Hindi
Yung
naman.
restaurant mo na?
After I tried this, I tried a retail, then I put up a pharmacy store, put a restaurant in
Ang
the very
dami.
beginning. Yeah, but I have a full-time job back then. So, but I knew it's not a smart thing to quit my job. So until finally, I kind of cracked the code and used technology to start and grow in my business. So that's what I started. That's why I wrote my book, The Cautious Entrepreneur,
Okay.
to share my journey, to share my stories, and give them inspiration and give them hope that you can actually do this. It's just you have to be wise on your time and you have to pick, because there are a lot of things to do.
Yes.
Oh.
You gotta be wise on what is more important, because not
Yeah.
everything on your to-dos are urgent and important.
Oo.
right?
Tapos take
Yes.
note, Randy, 4 times ka nag-fail.
That's right.
Diba? 4 times ka
And I lost,
nag-business
millions, actually.
ng iba-iba and you lost millions but you were not discouraged.
I'm not discouraged.
Yeah.
Well, that's good for you.
Oo. I mean, diba 4 times siya nag-put up ng iba-ibang business, nag-fail yun. It's a normal thing. I mean, you really go
It
through
really
that.
is trial and error
Oo,
sometimes.
that's
Oo.
right. Okay,
You
but
don't have the
then-
magical formula.
Correct.
Oo.
But then eventually you're able to figure it out. So how did you come to that? What helped you to reach that success that you're so longing for?
Well, what happened, ang sabi ko lang sa sarili ko is I'll only quit my job if my business can actually pay me, like whatever.
Pay the bills, cover the bills.
Yeah, cover the
Yes.
bills and whatever making as an employee, as a salary,
Yes.
right? But I've leveraged the power of technology, the internet. So until I
Right.
reach, I doubled my income back then, and I still have a full-time job. So that's the only time I finally, this is the moment that I've been waiting for many years. So I handed my resignation and say goodbye to the corporate world and never look back.
What was that business that you
It's
became
an-
successful in?
I sell information products, like digital products like ebooks and audiobooks and video courses,
okay.
which is for many Filipinos could easily create this because we have a lot of freelancers in the Philippines.
Yes.
Actually, we are probably, hub of freelancers. There are a lot of, Western people who hire Filipinos to create products for them. So
Yes.
why don't you just start your business, create your product and sell it, and you make 100% of the profits?
So digital products though.
What was
digital
the
products.
content of some of these products that you're offering?
It really depends on the topic, but mostly these are how-to products because
okay.
what sells the most is people are looking for direct, straightforward answer to whatever. Let's say how you want how to lose weight, or how to teach your parrot to speak,
mga ganon.
or how to
okay.
ADHD for kids. How to do stock investing in the Philippines, parenting strategies.
Is this
for
all
toddlers.
original content?
Original content.
Wow.
Right?
Oh,
So,
okay.
well, when you say original, there's really nothing new under the
Yes.
sun, so to speak.
It's all about the repackaging.
Repackaging and make it your own thing.
Correct. But that is, of course, it worked for you because that is something maybe you like or that is something you think na napapatok. But how about sa mga employee, like generally, how are they gonna escape the cubicle world and build a business that they love? And what are the process or the basics?
Yes.
Well, the challenges for employees is they don't have much time, obviously, and they
Yes.
don't have capital.
That's a
Right.
circle. Walang
So-
oras, walang capital.
Exactly. So if you will compare this business to, say, a traditional business, let's say you put up a restaurant, maybe minimum you have to spend about 250,000 pesos for a traditional
Okay.
business. But
Yes.
for this one, you don't even have to spend 50,000 to get started. So you see,
Okay.
even if you fail in this business and in this selling information products online, it won't cost you a lot of money, right? Like when I started for traditional business, I lost millions
Yeah.
because of the mistakes and all this kind of stuff, right? But for this one, you don't have to. And you can do this at the comfort of your own home. You can do this before or after work. So this is like the perfect place for anyone who would like to start a business.
The one that you're mentioning is these digital
The digital,
products. and
Yeah.
merchandise.
So for example, let's say your hobby is like you love playing guitar, right? So
Okay.
you
Yeah, but let's say I love
Let's give
playing
an
guitar,
example.
but I'm not a teacher. I have no expertise in guitar.
Yeah, so
Basta
how do
play
you
na lang
sell
ako
that?
ng play.
Well, number one is most customers are actually new into something. So even if you're not an expert, but you have the competence. Competence meaning it's the basic skills. That is more than enough actually to get started in this business, because you don't have to become an Eric Clapton to start teaching guitar.
Yes.
You know, because there are new ones, they don't even know how to hold a guitar. So those are your target market.
Okay.
So let's say communication is the same thing, right? You want to help someone to maybe speak better
Yes.
in English. Right? Again, you don't have to be the best, but there are
Okay.
people that are really struggling. And
Oh,
we
sige.
know it's important in communication.
Sige,
in
let's
career.
focus on that one example na lang.
Oo.
For example, you're good in communication. You have a good command in English.
That's right.
So how do you sell that? If we are encouraging our viewers now to go that digital business on how that's how they're gonna skip the cubicle world. Sige, let's focus on that na.
Okay, so let's say that's your idea,
Okay.
and that's your skill set. You know what? I
Magaling
think I can
English.
share this. Magaling ako. So the first step is you have to pick a market, or what I call the congregation, right? When you say congregation, normally it's a gathering of people, a church, right? So online we have those places. You just go to Facebook groups and you will see a lot of
Yes. Oh.
Okay.
OFWs, mothers, drivers, photography enthusiasts, right?
Okay.
So let's just say we pick a market and we saw a group of call center, of BPO.
Yeah.
Yes.
Call center agents?
Yeah, and they
Yes.
are struggling to, maybe
Improve
improve their
their-
career, improve
okay.
their English communication.
Okay.
You can go there and see all their struggles, and then be part of the community and start to share your insights on how to improve your communication. Maybe every 15 minutes you do this exercise or whatever. I don't know. I'm not
What
in
was
the
the
market.
first part? Mag-shoot ako ng...
You don't have to. Either you write an article,
Okay.
in blog, or you can shoot a video. This is how you pronounce words, or this is how or how to hide your accent, like for many Filipinos, right? We have this
Yeah,
thick
to,
accent, right? So those kind of stuff.
Okay, so isip ka ng topic regarding English, of course.
Yeah, but the
communication.
first is you have to go to the market and read their discussion. What are their struggles? What are
What do
their
they need?
frustrations? What do they need? And then create a simple, helpful, maybe, materials for that. Either if you're more comfortable with video, create a video. Or for me, I started podcast because I'm not really a writer. And it's so
okay.
much easy to audio than video, because video you have to put on your makeup, be conscious on what you look like,
that's
right?
my next question, parang mag-conscious
Oo.
yung tao.
The podcast
Anyway, okay.
or writing. So go out there, and then people will start to follow you, because why? You're not selling anything. What are you doing? You're just helping them out.
You're informing.
Informing, right? So education, it's called education-based marketing. You educate them.
okay.
You're not selling,
Yes.
you're educating them. So what will be the next step? The people will ask you, wow, Mia, I would like to know more. How can you help me? There's where the product comes in, there's where your coaching program comes in. Now you start, would it be much easier to market or sell your product if people comes to you and ask for help?
Yes.
Yes.
Yung
Definitely.
hindi ka hard sell.
Exactly. So
Sila
that's
yung
like
lumalapit.
selling without selling.
Interesting.
Sell without selling.
Yeah.
I like
Selling
it.
without selling.
Ang ganda kasi ang first process niya, nag-inform mo na siya, nag-provide siya ng materials to help the group na
That's
pinili
right.
niya. And then sila na yung kusang lumapit. Okay,
That's
so
right.
pag may nag-i-inquire na dyan, like, okay, paano pa magkaroon ng ibang materials? Do you have this and that? That's where you start?
That's how you start.
Okay.
Right. So another thing is you don't want to overwhelm, because the automatic response, I guess, is like, you know what, I'm gonna teach them everything that I want, everything that I know. Right. But unfortunately, that will overwhelm them.
Yeah, too much
So,
information.
Too much
parang
information. So you have to make them piece by piece. Either create couple of books or maybe multiple programs. It depends on what level they are in. Right. So obviously, if say
Parang by module?
by module, depends on expert, how good they are, right? So yeah, so that's how it all started.
And then how do you eventually, paano na magsa-start yung pagbebenta? Paano ka nakikita doon from the materials that you make?
So let's just say you have a product ready,
Yes.
Right,
May
you wanna-
video na.
yeah, and you want to sell it, right? So you
Yes.
have like a simple page, basically highlighting the pain points and their frustrations. It's like, do you make something like a headline for, say, for your website, like, do you make these mistakes in English? Right? Then
Okay,
people start to
okay.
read this, all the frustrations and the pains, and then suddenly You have the portion there. I have a program that can help you fix this, and that, and this is how much I charge. So you can either accept credit card or, say, in the Philippine market, bank deposits.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, you have questions.
So from there, that's how you found your success, was finding these markets who are looking for expertise.
That's right. One of the things that they normally they ask is, John, don't we have like everything we have now is available online? Why would they buy? Right? Everything is in Google.
Just about just the packaging.
Exactly.
Yes.
Because not a lot of people have a lot of time to search on Google. First, when you search on Google, you don't automatically get it on, right? You have to jump in
Yeah.
from
You have
to search
website to
through.
another.
Oo, correct. Yun yung tatanong ko kanina, parang baka naman, pwede ko namang i-Google yan
Tama.
basic grammar thing. Parang
Tama.
how do you compete with Google? How do you compete with this information everywhere?
That's right. So basically, what you offer is a time and convenience. So instead of them jumping from one website to another, you basically
Correct.
package, hey, everything that you need is in here.
And you're going to them.
You go to
Yes.
them,
Yes.
and they'll find you too. Because, like for this moment that I'm here in EBC, because I share my information online. Now you guys contact me to be here.
Correct.
Yes.
That's what
Oo.
happened.
So this is a demonstration that what I do is actually working.
Yes.
Okay, sige John, let's go to the specifics. So meron may letter ka doon, tapos for more information, you go to this program, you avail
You buy
this
this
program.
product, that's right.
Okay, so paano na yung mismong program? Pag bumili na ako or nag-inquire na ako?
So let's say you decided what, ebook, audiobook, or coaching?
Oh,
It
okay.
depends.
So we have those options.
Oh.
There's
If it's
ebook.
Ebook, which is obviously they can immediately download it on their phone or mobile device. They can read it.
Right, okay.
This audio is pretty much the same thing. You have to download it, but this one, it has more convenience because you can play it even while you drive or shop, wait in
Yes.
line,
And
right?
then
And then there's another level, which is say coaching. This
Personal
time,
yan.
yeah, it could be one-on-one. It could be in a group setting, and since online, you can do it via webinar.
Yes.
Yes.
Or like a Facebook Live, like this one, could do a private Facebook Live. So
And then, so when people want to know more, where do they go? What site do they go to look about more of your expertise in those areas?
Yeah,
yeah,
how
they can
to-
visit my website at www.negosyouniversity.com, or they may get my book, The Cautious
Yeah.
Entrepreneur, at the negosyobook.com.
Akin na yung copy na yun.
This is your copy. Each one has their own copy.
So everything about, what do we call that business? Ano ba yan? Nakalimutan natin itanong.
It's called information publishing business.
Information publishing business, Rance.
Yeah.
So kapag expert ka into something, you
You don't have to be an expert, but
yeah.
let's just say you have the competence.
or
Yes.
interest.
Oh.
No?
Yes, let's just say he has a basic competence in English. It's not the best one, but
course.
obviously it's kind of his native
Oh.
language. So you have sort of a competence on that. So you can do it. You can do that. So same with you guys.
Yes.
Right.
So now with this book, it's called the Cautious
The Cautious Entrepreneur.
Bakit cautious? What are some of the things that you're
Yes.
teaching here?
One of the things that I taught there is understanding the, we always hear that you have to think outside the box, right? We always hear that.
Yes.
But for this one, what I teach is think inside the box first. What do I mean by
Inside
that? You got to know yourself first. What's the best business for you? Because the reason that people get scammed or maybe didn't succeed in business, because in many cases they were influenced by their surroundings instead of asking themselves first. So
Yeah.
you will get easily, be invited to start this business only to realize na wala ka naman palang strength for this one.
Yes.
So, but why would start? So, you want to be in a position where you can utilize your strength. Pag sinabi nating strength, these are combination of your knowledge, experience, skills, and interest, right? It doesn't have to be very good at those, but at least you have basic skills for that.
Okay, so yun yung cautious entrepreneur. You don't just jump into something na,
Tama.
sikat, nasa craze to, o magbenta tayo ng ganito.
Oo.
You have to
Exactly.
know yourself, dapat yung gusto mo.
Yes.
So yun yung sinasabi mo, na yung skills mo or interest mo, dun ka mag-start.
Exactly.
Okay, so now I've already decided this is who I am, this is my limitations. What's the
right.
next step? Where do I go from there?
Then pick what business that you can actually utilize this. For example, you have let's go back to the niche market kanina, yung
Yes.
communication.
Yes.
Let's just say you're English teacher or I don't know, whatever, right? So
Yeah.
you realize that that's your strength. So how can I utilize this strength
This
of mine?
strength.
Okay.
Wala pang puhunan
into-
yun.
Wala pa. Right? So wala pang puhunan. So there you go. So let's just say naman, let's go to traditional, not just an online business. Most Filipino, they would like to start a restaurant business.
Oh,
Diba?
yes.
Sasabihin nila,
Yung may tindahan ka.
magaling ako magluto, how do I do this, right? So that must be maybe your strength, but you have to realize that a business, for example, a restaurant, yung pagluluto is just one part of the whole operation. So if yes, you can say magaling kang cook, but you have to know how to market and sell it,
Oh,
right? So
Yes.
either you learn it or find a partner who can help you on the marketing and selling part.
Yeah.
So you could
Ah, okay.
focus on the cooking. So still your strength is there. And then yung weaknesses mo, then get someone else's strength.
Yes.
Maybe we could partner.
So then you need to build your team.
That's
Yes.
how to start.
All of the
right?
areas of your business, especially if you are not an expert in something, you gotta get that someone who is an expert. Don't open a restaurant and you don't know how to cook.
That's one thing. That's for
You're not
sure.
even interested. O kaya nag-diet ka agad.
Oo nga, no. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's say now I've developed my team. Okay. What
Mm-hmm.
do I do next? I've come up with all of the people that I need. Where do I go next?
Now, for a startup,
Yeah.
in the beginning, you really don't know what you're doing. You only have an idea. You probably
Yes.
have a product. You probably have a
correct.
services. You don't know what you're doing in a sense that you don't even know yet if your product will sell or not. So the first step is to test it and see if it will sell.
Okay.
Okay.
So let's say we do the restaurant. Let's say we do taste testing.
Yes.
Or soft opening.
Yes, there's one restaurant in the Philippines is really big right now. They started packaging and selling this meal of
Yeah.
theirs to offices. So basically, they knock
okay.
offices and
Yes.
sell it,
Okay.
and then from there they ask for feedback. They have this small coupon. It's like a survey.
Right.
What do you like? What you don't like?
Yeah.
What do you hope?
What do you
Maybe-
suggest?
What do you suggest?
Okay.
So that's how they started. Before they even invested, because pagka
Into
traditional
something
kasi
big.
restaurant, it will cost you a lot.
Oh,
Just to build your
oh.
restaurant, that's a lot of money.
Oo. Tignan mo muna kung paano nila gusto yung yung food that you offer. Okay,
That's
that's
right.
another step.
Okay.
So once you figure that out, then maybe ma-discover mo rin kung how much they'll be willing to pay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
Sure,
that's
sure.
the
Yes,
thing,
oo.
right?
Yeah.
Like, masarap na,
Pricing.
but if it's like, it's too expensive, then
Wala
maybe
din.
not work, right?
Oo.
So you start with that. You start with ability to market and sell your product. Once you figure that out, okay? Once you figure that out, then you go to the next stage of your business, which is your initial growth. Now, the initial growth is really
Initial growth.
moving your growing. Ito na yung papasok na yung sales and profits, right?
Yes.
Parang
Okay.
na-discover mo na kasi. Let's just say,
Pwede.
let's say you sell t-shirt. And then you figure out na, makabenta pala ako sa Facebook.
Pwede
Right?
pala
Pwede pala
online.
sa Facebook now. Okay, so your next step then is to spend on marketing and advertising more on Facebook. Kasi na-discover mo na eh.
Okay.
Right? So for me, that's the only time that you could actually finally quit your job. Kasi
Okay.
meron ka ng consistent stream of new customers to your business,
At
which
saka
is
income may pumapasok.
income na. You can pay yourself na, and even your staff,
bills.
your bills. So it's much, should I say, stable, right?
Yes,
It's much
yes.
stable than
Yeah.
say, quit ka agad and you don't even know if people will buy your product or
Okay.
services.
So the best advice when starting up this new business, don't leave your office job yet.
That's right.
Yes.
How do you know when is the right time to leave your office job?
Well, you have to have your own criteria. So, for example, if you're a single man, maybe just like you can take a little bit more risk than, say, sa akin, a family man, I have 3 kids, I have to bring them to
okay.
school, right? So, it really
Oo.
depends
Depende
on...
sa income na.
Depende
no?
yun. Totoo yun eh. That's really a factor if
Correct.
you start
Very practical.
Yes.
young and single.
Yes.
Talagang merong advantage yun sa, say,
Maraming risk na pwedeng i-take.
Yes.
Yes.
So, depende na sa iyo yun. So, you have to define that, you know what, ako kasi, sabi ko, the minimum is make at least whatever making right now is salary ko, at least mabayaran man lang ako ng company ko. So, that's my that's my
okay.
Yung
criteria back
same
then.
amount ng salary.
Same amount.
Okay,
But
that's
I
the
quit,
criteria.
actually, I've already doubled it kasi
Aww.
before I even quit
Okay.
my job eh.
So, Rans, today we learned 2 things, diba? I mean, two segments. Yung una, yung information publishing business na walang capital, na kahit wala kang, limited yung oras mo, pwede mong gawin.
That's
right.
So that's selling information, selling your interest, selling, you make the people learn muna and then para walang hard sell. That's a digital business. I mean, yeah. Tapos yung second, you gave advice kanina, generally speaking.
Traditional businesses.
Traditional
That's
business.
right.
That they have to know themselves first.
Yes.
Ano yung gusto nila.
Yung strengths nila.
Yes. Tapos wag mo nang pabigla-bigla. For example,
Yeah.
restaurant, wag mo nang rent agad ng space. Survey muna. Tapos start with a group of people. Bigyan mo sila, then survey. Ay, padala mo silang food, survey.
That's right.
And all that. Para
Test the
walang
market.
masyadong cost.
Tama,
Test the
before you
market.
even...
And once you've established your business,
Yes.
then that's how you leave and escape the cubicle.
Yeah.
That's
the
right.
digital world, the
And
8 to
you have a
5.
business that you love. Remember, because it's a
Oo.
strength-based business, it is based on your strength. If you do something based on your strength, it is so much easier. It's so much easier.
That's a quotable quote. Iti-tweet natin yan. May bago tayong tweet. Yeah.
Or hashtag.
Based on your interest. Do something that you like.
That's right.
Now,
Exactly.
everything that you've taught us today, can people learn that out on Negosyo University?
Yeah.
The more specifics, will they reach you?
Yeah, we have different programs there, but they can just sign up, and then we will send them email newsletter, more advice and tips, and that's
For
for
free.
free. That's for free.
Oh.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
they may get my insight. Also, I do some podcasting and also some video as well, and all for free.
I follow Negosyo University.
Yeah.
Yes, me
great.
too.
So yeah, and then from there, if they feel like it's time to jump in and maybe invest in my program, obviously it's always available in our website.
Can they also message you, like personal message?
Yeah, for
Wow,
sure. Though
increase.
I have to admit I can't reply to everyone because
Oo,
I
marami
receive
masyado.
just this morning I have like 170 emails.
Grabe.
So if I'm gonna
Average.
reply to each one, then hindi ko na mapapatakbo yung negosyo. Kaya just replying email of each
Yes.
one of them, right?
So,
So,
kailangan nating magkaroon ng part 2.
For sure.
We'll invite you over again.
Yes.
for sure.
Well, we
Yes.
hope all of our viewers
Yeah.
enjoyed today's program and you've learned a lot.
Yes.
But let's say hi to some
Yeah,
of
before
our
we
comments.
say goodbye, yes.
Sure.
Okay. We stopped kanina, Miss Josefina Sanchez. Now we have Morogan Hebra Jonah from Singapore, Bobby Hindang, lokal ng Naglawag, Nueva Ecija, Elmer Serrano, Calamba, Laguna, and also from UK, Batangas, Athens, Greece, Rosalie Nobetsio, Remy Galang, thank you so much, Virginia Reyes, Vancouver, Canada. Hello, dear viewers.
Jan
Ang dami
Smith,
pa.
I can pronounce that name.
Jan Smith.
Yeah, and Joan is watching
Safe name.
also. Kuya Allen,
Joey
Stephen.
Sapanta.
Hi.
Oh, you read those. Jill Bino.
Oy, Jill Bino may nagsabi.
From
Hi,
Riyadh.
Coach John from
Yeah, it
Riyadh.
looks like he's one of
Oh,
my
wow.
students.
More some
Hi,
of your
Jill.
students.
Hi.
Mark Reyes. Hi, Coach John.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Coach.
you're my followers
Mark
maybe.
Ephraim Reyes.
Hi guys.
And
If any of you
dami.
have any other questions, you can still comment
Yes.
in the video and then we can answer your questions
Right.
or comments.
That's
Yes. So we all hope that you've enjoyed this episode. These are mornings filled with meaningful business talk.
Giving you useful advice on how to win at your career.
I am Randy Bernardino.
I am Mayan Manzano, and this is
Daily Insight.